Hi, my dear children. Welcome to our social science class. Today we are going to the next chapter, the British Raj. We know that before India gained independence, India was under the British rule. India was a very rich and prosperous country. Earliest times, India had been carrying on trade with Greece, Rome, and Arab Empire. Later, Spain and Portugal also tried to join in this trade. Arab traders had established a flourishing trade in textile, silk, and many spices with India. The discovery of the Cape of Good Hope by Vasco da Gama brought the Portuguese to India. Vasco da Gama, a Portuguese sailor, was the first European to reach India by sea. He reached Calicut in 1498 on the west coast of Kerala. They established trade in spices for which Kerala was famous. Soon, they had a monopoly over the spice trade from the ruler of Calicut. The Portuguese amassed great wealth from India because they were able to play one ruler against another to get more profits through trade. The Portuguese collected, amazed meaning collected great wealth from India because they were able to play one ruler against another to get more profit through this trade. Slowly, the flourishing economy of the Portuguese due to trade with India attracted the Dutch, the British and French merchants. In the wars that followed, the British were able to defeat all the other powers and gain control over India. Accordingly, the British Company opened first trading center at Surat. Later, the Mughal Emperor Jahangir gave permission for the opening of more trading centers. Thus, the British opened factories at Mumbai, Chennai, and Kolkata. Soon, the British started maintaining an army. However, the Nawab of Bengal, Siraj-ud-Dowla, protested against the fortification and maintenance of an army and demanded its removal. The British refused. In 1757, Siraj-ud-Dowla declared war against the British. Mir Jafar, a general in Siraj-ud-Dowla's army, joined Robert Clive, who was in charge of the British army. This led to the Battle of Plassey in 1757, which marked the beginning of the British rule in India. This victory made the British very powerful in Bengal. Bengal was a very fertile and rich territory. The British succeeded in exploiting the farmers for their own benefit. They forced the farmers to work as cheap labor and grow cash crops such as cotton and indigo. So, the British made the farmers sell their raw materials at a low price. Thus, all this made the Indian farmers very poor, but the British were able to make a great deal of profit. This led to the Battle of Buxar in 1764. After this battle, they started extending their territories by forcing Indian rulers to surrender their kingdoms through various policies. However, the doctrine of Ladd's Law helped the British to gain control over more and more Indian territories. In this law, if an Indian king of a British protected territory died without a natural born heir, this was called the doctrine of Ladd's. Through this policy, British annexed some states such as Satara, Nagapur and Jhansi very soon. However, British had to face some resistance by the Indians. The soldiers in Meerut heard that the cartridges used in rifles were greased with fat from cows and pigs. Cartridges means a case in which charge of guns. This caused the religious sentiments of both Hindus and Muslims. They refused to use these cartridges and rose against the British. From Meerut, the soldiers moved to Delhi. At that time, Bahadur Shah Zafar was the last Mughal emperor. The revolt against the British spread through many parts of the North India. The other leaders such as Nana Sahib, Dandiyo Top, Rani Lakshmi Bai and Liaquat Ali. So, 1857 revolt is known as the first war of independence. Bahadur Shah Zafar was exiled to Burma, now called Myanmar. Immediately after the revolt, the British ended the rule of the East India Company. A Governor-General was appointed to rule over India on behalf of the Crown. The 1857 revolt failed. Why? The British soldiers were better equipped and trained. Better weapons to suppress the people. So they easily defeated the Indian soldiers. Okay. Dear students, let us recall the British Raj, sea route and trade, Portuguese, Dutch, British and French. East India Company's first factory opened at Surat, then Mumbai, Chennai and Kolkata. Battle of Plassey in 1757. Okay. British under Robert Clive win over Bengal. Next, doctrine of lapse. In this policy, British occupy or annexed Jhansi and Nagpur. Then revolt of 1857. Bahadur Shah Zafar, Nana Sahib, Dandiyo Top, Rani Lakshmi Bai, Liaquat Ali are leaders. At last, India brought directly under the British government.